best entertainment on the earth. Tune in for Comics with Perch.
Hey everybody, this is Perch, and this is definitely a spoiler video, sort of. There's parts that are spoiler, parts that are speculation, but I think my speculation is probably pretty accurate in what we're about to talk about here, because enough of the pages suggest it. So this is definitely spoilers for Marvel, and it's spoilers for storylines that are coming up in Free Comic Book Day involving the X-Men, involving Spider-Man, involving Moira, and all that kind of stuff. So just there you go. So if you clicked on this by accident, if it was all part of autoplay, whatever it happens to be, definitely we're going to spoil what appears to be the summer storylines and other pieces. So you have been warned. All right. So this is, I saw some pages, and a number of people actually sent me these pages from Free Comic Book Day. And it kind of kicks off the big shocker storyline of what's happening. Now, we get the Avengers versus X-Men versus Eternals business that's happening. And that's a pretty big kind of momentous event that Marvel is pushing. They're hoping this is kind of their big summer event to be on par with AVX back in the day. Don't know that it will be that. Doubt it will be that. But definitely they're putting a lot of money behind it. This is their King in Black. This is their big event of the year, is where they're headed to with this one. But the spoilers that I'm about to talk about actually do not have part of that event, but are part of the Hellfire Gala and kind of what triggers it. And they've described in their solicitations for the Hellfire Gala that there was an unexpected gatecrasher and it ruined Emma Frost's party, and it was just a horrifying event that kind of lit the fuse and set the mutants on end, and basically just this horrifying bad thing that happened that doesn't put them in the best position heading into this war with the Eternals, who believe that the X-Men are deviants. And if you've seen some of the pages from the Blob's Tiki Bar, you know, hey, not all wrong. And I'm just kidding. Anyway, so what is this big event? Well, as you know, if you've been following around with X-Men storylines, Moira had her powers taken away from her by Mystique, and basically, infected, had a tracker, had her arm cut off, was dying of some kind of cancer-y thing. And ultimately, at the end of the 10 Lives, 10 Deaths of Wolverine, we reveal that she's been more or less infected with the techno-organic virus, and she's become a robot. And she has a new angry mission, which is to basically join with the robots and survive, because this is, in theory, her last life. So rather than work with the mutants to try and save and protect them, she's become one of their greatest enemies, a true enemy of the X-Men and mutants, wanting to kill them all and continue her life. So she's aligned with the robot menace, the technology menace that is destined to defeat the mutants, and what Moira was fighting against. Now she's been part of it. She's apparently joined up with Orcus, and she is, she's going to be their big enemy in wherever the storyline goes from here. So in this comic, basically in this Free Comic Book Day, we flash forward to a rainy house, and basically we see a very classic redhead heading with her aunt Anna, and it is MJ, Mary Jane Watson. And Mary Jane Watson takes her aunt back to the house, and kind of, she's on some drugs. She says they're traveling, and she says, you're traveling to the Hellfire Gala, says the aunt to MJ. Says, say hi to Tony Stark for me, why don't you? Good night. So as MJ sets to leave the house, she is attacked and captured by Moira, who is, in her robot form. And in her robot form, she basically says, shush, you'll disturb your aunt's sleep. If you do, it's her life. And Moira says, I said get out, and then please. And then the robot basically says, I need your invitation to the Hellfire Gala. And kidnapping MJ and kind of terrorizing her, she says, ask me who I'll be wearing. MJ says, who are you wearing? And robot Moira, with a sinister grin on her face, says, my name's Moira, and when you wake up, I'll be wearing you. basically that she is kind of gassed MJ and is planning to wear her as a skin suit to the Hellfire Gala, basically either infecting her or skinning her or whatever it happens to be. She is going to, from all intents and purposes, looks like either torture, murder, skin alive. What I don't know what exactly means wearing a suit. Is she going to infect MJ with the techno-organic virus and just kind of take over her body and her consciousness using some new technology control, or is she going to straight up murder and wear her skin around as part of this party? So that is the setup, that Moira will be wearing the Mary Jane MJ skin to the Hellfire Gala. And that's kind of the big twist that's going to happen at the event. And this is this uninvited guest that's going to be a sleeper Moira wearing MJ that is going to cause some disruption for the party and potentially do something, some bad shenanigans will unfold at the Hellfire Gala. And this is setting up a bit of Spider-Man is coming into, be part of the X-Men. We see another scene from a different book, which is, and I know this has been spoiled over on Bleeding Cool, but basically that Chasm, the new identity of Ben Reilly, who's kind of this weird Venom-ish goo Spider-Man, is going to be teaming up with Madeline Pryor, the Goblin Queen, and will be continued in a story or crossover, something called Dark Web. So that's also going on. But the speculation is that, MJ is either infected or in danger or dead, or who knows what happens, and Spider-Man will lose it and will attack Krakoa. I've heard a number of different points of view on this, but it's basically that Spider-Man is going to, snap and flip out and, cause an international incident, do something horrifying. He is going to be at the Hellfire Gala, but just do something truly horrifying at the gala that will ignite tensions and potentially is what is the lead-in for Spider-Man #1, which is the tagline of "What did Peter do?" Well, apparently what Peter did is, snap, rage out, and run amok at the gala as a result of MJ's either death or whatever it happens to be. Now, we've seen covers for The Amazing Spider-Man that show MJ and look like they're standing, apart from each other and they're angry. So, I do not believe MJ is going to actually be killed, but it certainly seems like something horrifying and traumatic is going to happen to her. Again, maybe she's resurrected somehow. She's not supposed to be as a human, but who knows? Maybe she gets purged the techno-organic virus, and then she's angry at Peter for snapping and taking out his rage at people. Who knows? Some way, somehow, that's going to drive Peter Parker into the arms of Norman Osborn, start working with him at Oscorp, which again seems bizarre and strange, but who knows? But that's the big twist. That's what we're getting to. And so, what do you make of all this? I find it, the words of Joe are ringing through my head. Oh, fuck this. Well, that can go fuck off, I think is what he said, in result to the emoji helmet of Spider-Man. I hate this on every level, if true. At least the parts I do know are true, is that Moira does capture MJ, does threaten to wear her as a skin suit to the Hellfire Gala, and apparently does on some level. Again, maybe MJ is getting killed here, or maybe just infected and controlled, who knows, but all in all, one, I don't think Spider-Man needs to be entering into this X-Men clusterfuck. One way, however it's happening to be. And two, it's just this is what is it like. We are all concerned about fridging. What is this? This isn't fridging, but what is it? It's awful, is what it is. Anyway, let me know what you think about this plot and development. There you go. There's some speculation on my part, but the pages. Are the pages. This is what's happening. Not a joke, not an imaginary story, not an April Fool's joke, not trolling on my part. This is what's coming to you in Free Comic Book Day. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like and subscribe, of course, and thanks for listening.